Hi everyone and welcome to GDPR for Beginners on Learning with GP, where GDPR is simplified. In this mini-series, we will talk about how to actually perform a DPIA, that is, Data Protection Impact Assessment. We will take you through all the steps of DPIA one by one and make your next DPIA infinitely simpler. I will link all the associated previous videos dealing with the important terms in the description below, and they will also appear as suggestions as we walk through this video. So keep an eye out for them and you can open them in another tab and continue your journey towards becoming a GDPR Pro. For other videos on DPIA and similarly interesting topics, don't forget to subscribe. In case you are curious to learn about a topic, you can also let me know in the comments below. DPIA has 7 elements and we will discuss them over the couple of videos in this mini-series and make you a pro at writing down your next DPIA. As a business owner, it's an absolutely important topic to understand, as you must be aware of what steps should you incorporate to do a perfect DPIA and fully comply with GDPR. And in the end, we will take a little quiz to test what you have learned in this video. So without further ado, let's get right to the step 1. Step 1 involves identifying the need to perform a DPIA. In other words, why exactly should you perform DPIA? Normally, in order to answer this question, the supervisory authority will ask you to first tell them what are the aims of the project, and second, what type of processing it involves. Here, if you find it appropriate, you can also provide them the associated documents, links, references, etc., such as your project proposal. Basically, whatever it takes you to summarize your need for performing DPIA. All this information asked by the supervisory authority boils down to understanding whether or not the data processing type used in your project is likely to result in a high risk. Now let's discuss what does likely to result in a high risk mean. GDPR doesn't explicitly talk about it. However, DPIA is performed to assess this so-called high risk. To fully ensure this, it's important to pin down all the points, especially the ones that might cause problems. For example, are you going to process special category of data, or are you going to be dealing with the 3 instances mentioned in Article 35.3 that absolutely require DPIA? Let's take a moment and let me run by you a quick list of some of these pain points to make it even more clear. You should think about whether or not you will be systematically monitoring a publicly accessible area using innovative technology. For example, as a controller, use machine learning or artificial intelligence during processing. Use automated decision-making to make decisions about people. Carry out any form of profiling, let's say using social media networks, etc. Processing biometric data, for example, facial recognition, or genetic data in combination, such as performing DNA testing, etc. Combine, compare, or match data from many sources. Then comes whether or not you will be processing personal data in a way that will lead you to track individuals' location either online or offline, or tracking their behavior. This includes online tracking by third parties, tracking at workplace, etc. In our recurring example of the fictitious company buyme2.com, they might be tracking users' geolocation to make better selling decisions. Then comes whether or not you are going to be using children's data for profiling to automatic decision making, or for marketing purposes, or for offering online services directly to them. Another important point includes whether or not the processing of personal data could result in a risk of physical harm in case of a security breach. For example, if your processing requires keeping or using social care records, etc. And of course, let's not forget our processing of special category of data as stated in Article 9(1), or of personal data relating to criminal convictions and offenses related to Article 10. We have a detailed video of the special category linked down below and also tagged in the suggestions, so feel free to check it out. If you are sure that the processing that you will carry does not require DPIA, then in this case you should support the decision of not carrying out the DPIA and properly document it. With this, we are finished with our video on understanding the step 1 of performing DPIA. That is, to identify whether or not we need to perform a DPIA. In the next video, we will talk about the step 2 of DPIA, which concerns its detailed description. And this brings us to quiz time. So let's put to test the knowledge we have gained from this video. In this section, you will be shown a couple of simple questions based on the topics that we have covered so far. The questions will have 4 alternatives and 1 correct alternative. Feel free to take your time or go back to the lesson and find the correct answer. You can write the answer in the comment section below. I will make sure to get to your answers. I hope you got all the answers to the quiz correct. If you have something on your mind that you find difficult to understand, do let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate any suggestions from you guys as it helps me direct my lessons as best suited to your needs. And of course, in the end of the video, as always, we will do a little quiz. So stay tuned for more videos. Do subscribe to my channel, Learning with GP, where GDPR is simplified. And with that, I thank you for putting your best foot forward towards understanding GDPR. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me at gunjan.gdpr@gmail.com. So see you later. Bye.